There are two people on your street. The first one drives a brand new F-150, $68,000, navy blue, clean. Sits in the driveway every morning looking like a statement. $890 a month, 7 years to pay off. Full coverage insurance, $210 a month, every month for 7 years. The second person drives a 2018 Toyota Camry, 187,000 miles. Small scratch on the rear bumper, nothing impressive. Paid off 3 years ago. Liability insurance only $65 a month, every month forever. In 10 years, the first person will have spent approximately $140,000 on that truck in payments, insurance, and interest. The truck will be worth approximately $18,000. Net loss on the vehicle, $122,000. In 10 years, the second person will have spent approximately $7,800 on insurance for that Camry total and redirected approximately $9,000 per year, the difference between the two vehicles' total costs, into investments. Person 2 will have $152,000 more in net worth than person 1 from one car decision. $152,000 of difference from one car decision made at a dealership in 45 minutes based on which vehicle felt better to drive home. This video is about the paid-off car, what it actually does to your financial life, why the people quietly building real wealth are almost never driving the most impressive vehicle on the street, and why in 2026, with interest rates at near record highs and average car prices at all-time records, driving a paid-off reliable vehicle is not a sacrifice. It is the most aggressive wealth-building move most Americans can make. Let me show you the full math that most people never calculate before choosing their vehicle. Vehicle option 1, brand new 2026 Ford F-150. Purchase price $68,000. Down payment $5,000. Amount financed $63,000. Interest rate 7.9%, close to current national average for new vehicle loans. Term 72 months. Monthly payment $1,030. Add full coverage insurance required by the lender for the duration of loan, approximately $210 per month. Registration and taxes year 1, approximately $2,500. Fuel, F-150 averages 17 miles per gallon, approximately $225 per month. Maintenance, oil changes, tires, brakes, scheduled service, approximately $175 per month. Total monthly cost, $1,640. Over 72 months, $118,080, plus $2,500 registration year 1. Total spent in 6 years, $120,580. $120,580 spent in 6 years. Truck worth approximately $24,000 at end of loan. Now, vehicle option 2. A 2020 Honda CR-V with 60,000 miles. Purchase price $16,000 cash. No loan, no interest, no lender. Liability plus collision insurance approximately $100 per month. Fuel, CR-V, averages 32 miles per gallon, approximately $120 per month. Maintenance, approximately $150 per month. Total monthly cost, $370. Over the same 72 months, $26,640, plus $16,000 purchase price. Total cost in 6 years, $42,640. Option 1, $120,580 in 6 years. Option 2, $42,640 in 6 years. Difference, $77,940. $77,940 of difference in 6 years between two vehicles that both get you to work, to the grocery store, and everywhere else you need to go. Now, invest that difference, $77,940 invested at 10% annual return after 6 years, $138,000. The person driving the Camry does not just save money, they convert the difference into a growing asset. The person driving the truck does not just spend more, they convert the difference into a depreciating liability with the lender attached to it. Here's the question most people ask when they see this math. If the numbers are this clear, why does anyone buy the expensive vehicle? The answer is not stupidity, it's psychology. The vehicle purchase happens at the peak of desire. You test drive it, you smell the interior, the salesperson is warm and helpful, and the monthly payment sounds manageable. Your current vehicle has an issue, a noise, a repair, an embarrassment. The new vehicle solves the problem and creates a feeling. And here's the specific psychological mechanism that makes the expensive vehicle feel rational. Comparison anchoring. When you're on the lot, you're not comparing the F-150 to the $16,000 Camry. You're comparing the F-150 payment to your rent, to your groceries, to other monthly costs. In that comparison, $1,030 per month doesn't feel catastrophic. It feels like one more bill. The problem is that it's not one more bill. It's $6,000 per year in opportunity cost. It's $78,000 in additional spend over 6 years. It's $152,000 less in net worth over 10 years. Nobody thinks about it that way in the showroom. The showroom is specifically designed to prevent that calculation from happening. The test drive is emotional. The financing is normalized. The payment is presented as a manageable monthly commitment. The total cost is never shown in full. The showroom is engineered to make the expensive vehicle feel reasonable. It is not reasonable. The paid-off car decision almost never happens on a lot. It happens at a desk with a spreadsheet, when emotion is removed from the equation and the actual numbers are visible. Now, let me show you what the paid-off car actually gives you beyond the money. Freedom from the lender. The moment your car is paid off, or the moment you buy a reliable used vehicle with cash, you have removed a mandatory monthly obligation from your financial life. That payment was not negotiable. It didn't care if you had a bad month, a medical bill, a job disruption. It came out regardless. When the payment is gone, that cash flow is yours, completely yours, and immediately yours, to invest, to save, to deploy, to hold. The optionality that comes with owning your vehicle outright is worth more than most people calculate because it cannot be easily quantified. Here's one way to quantify it. The person with a $1,000 car payment needs approximately 2 months of salary and emergency fund to cover their obligations during a job loss. The person with no car payment needs significantly less because their monthly obligations are dramatically lower. The paid-off car reduces your financial vulnerability in a way that compounds across every other financial decision. Insurance flexibility. With a paid-off vehicle, you choose your insurance coverage. Full coverage on a vehicle worth $8,000 rarely makes financial sense. Dropping to liability or minimum required coverage on a paid-off older vehicle can save between $100 and $200 per month. That $100 to $200 per month invested over 10 years is between $20,000 and $40,000. Negotiating power in every other financial decision. The person without a car payment has more cash flow available for rent negotiation, for business opportunities, for market dips when investment assets go on sale. Financial flexibility compounds. The person locked into a mandatory monthly payment has less flexibility in every other area of their financial life. Paid-off car equals freedom, plus flexibility, plus compounding optionality, not just saved payments. And there's the identity shift that is perhaps most powerful. The person who drives a paid-off car and understands why has a fundamentally different relationship with money than the person who upgraded to signal success. The first person measures their financial progress by their net worth. The second measures it by their monthly payments. These are completely different financial identities with completely different outcomes.
Here is the objection most people raise immediately. What about reliability? What if the paid-off car breaks down? It is a legitimate question, and the math still works even accounting for repairs. The average American spends approximately $800 per year on unexpected vehicle repairs. That is $67 per month. Add that to the paid-off vehicle monthly cost, and the total is still dramatically lower than the new vehicle alternative. The $1,000 rule. If a repair costs less than 1 month of what a replacement vehicle payment would cost, fix it. If the annual repair bills consistently exceed the annual cost difference between your current vehicle and a replacement, the replacement math starts making sense. On a vehicle where the alternative is a $700 monthly payment, the $1,000 rule means you can absorb repairs up to $700 per month, $8,400 per year, before the replacement becomes mathematically justified. Most older reliable vehicles, a 2017 Toyota Camry, a 2018 Honda CR-V, a 2016 Ford F-150 with reasonable mileage, do not reach $8,400 in annual repairs. A transmission replacement every 100,000 miles costs approximately $3,500 to $4,000. Amortized over 3 years, approximately $110 per month, still below the differential. The repair objection almost never survives the actual math. Do the calculation. And here's something nobody mentions about repair costs. When you own your vehicle outright and have the cash flow freed from the payment, you have the resources to handle repairs without going into debt. The person with the payment and a repair bill often puts the repair on the credit card at 22% interest. The compounding of bad financial decisions on bad financial structures is invisible until it is catastrophic. Here's exactly how to implement the paid-off car strategy in 2026. Step 1. Define your actual transportation need, not your desire. Do you need to tow specifically and regularly? Do you have a long rural commute? Or do you drive 45 minutes on a highway to an office job? The vehicle needs to fit the actual use case, not the identity you want to project. Step 2. Set your maximum cash purchase price using the 8% rule. 8% of your gross monthly income is your maximum total monthly transportation budget. Subtract insurance, fuel, and maintenance. What remains is your maximum monthly payment. If you are buying cash, your maximum purchase price is that monthly payment multiplied by the number of months you're willing to wait. Step 3. Research specific reliability data for vehicles in your budget. Consumer Reports, J.D. Power reliability rankings, and owner forums give you decade of ownership data on specific models. The 2015 to 2020 Toyota Camry, Honda Accord, Honda CR-V, and Toyota Corolla are consistently ranked among the most reliable vehicles at any price point. These are not exciting vehicles. They are strategically boring. That is the point. Step 4. Get a pre-purchase inspection from an independent mechanic before committing to any used vehicle purchase. $150 inspection has saved buyers from $5,000 surprises more times than can be counted. Non-negotiable. On a vehicle where the alternative is a $700 monthly payment, the $1,000 rule means you can absorb repairs up to $700 per month, $8,400 per year, before the replacement becomes mathematically justified. Step 5. Calculate the annual savings from your decision and automate the investment of that difference on the day you would have made a car payment. This is the critical step most people miss. The savings are only valuable if they are redirected. A car payment that disappears into lifestyle spending is not a wealth move. Pattern interrupt. The paid-off car is only powerful if the freed cash flow is redirected into investments. Step 6. Maintain the vehicle properly. Oil changes at the correct interval, tire rotation, brake service, coolant flush, timing belt if applicable. A vehicle maintained properly will reliably serve for 200,000 miles in most cases. A vehicle neglected will create the repair bills that make people abandon the strategy prematurely. Let me close with the full 10-year wealth comparison between these two decisions. Person 1, the F-150 buyer. Year 1 through 6, paying $1,640 in total vehicle costs. Years 7 through 10, vehicle paid off, driving a 6 to 7-year-old truck worth approximately $15,000. Estimated total 10-year vehicle cost, $160,000. Vehicle worth at end of year 10, approximately $15,000. Net cost, $145,000. Person 2, the paid-off Camry buyer. Year 1 through 10, paying $370 per month in total vehicle costs. Redirecting the difference, $1,270 per month to investments every single month. $1,270 per month invested for 10 years at 10% annual return, $260,000. Pattern interrupt. Person 2 has $260,000 more in investments plus $15,000 less in car costs, equals $275,000 ahead. $275,000 of difference after 10 years from one decision about which vehicle to drive.
The F-150 driver does not know this number. They calculated the monthly payment. They did not calculate the 10-year wealth difference because nobody at the dealership showed them that calculation. The paid-off car is invisible. The wealth it builds is invisible. The person driving it looks ordinary. Their net worth does not. Here's what driving a paid-off car is not. It is not a sacrifice. It is not settling. It is not giving up on quality of life. It is a strategic decision to redirect one of the largest monthly expenses in most American households away from a depreciating liability with a lender attached and towards assets that compound quietly while nobody's watching. The brand new truck in the driveway is visible. The $260,000 investment portfolio is invisible. Both exist in the same household budget. They cannot both exist in the same household budget. In 2026, with average new vehicle prices at $48,000, interest rates at near record highs, and insurance costs up 40% in 3 years, the paid-off reliable vehicle is one of the highest return financial decisions available to an average American household. Once you see the 10-year number, you can't unsee it. $275,000. From one car decision, made not in a showroom but at a desk, with a calculator, with the real numbers in front of you. Subscribe, because the people quietly building real wealth in 2026 are not driving the most impressive vehicles on your street. They're driving paid-off cars. And now you know exactly why.